am not Santera. I do not practice Santeria. According to Santeria, to actually have a legua working for you, there's got to be a lot of ceremonies, and it's a big protocol behind using a legua.
12 seconds later.
This clay that I have over here is 100% air dry. Either a red feather, something that symbolizes a shepherd's crook. I like it just the way it is.
What's happening?
I'm the ghost of Christmas yet to come. I'm shaping your future. You will see.
Put those curry shells in the bottom. I hope you like that tutorial, and I hope you get to do your own legua. Respond to you. Maybe he'll respond to you in dreams. Maybe he'll respond to you in a tarot reading. But he loves to listen to you. Again, you're going to put it behind the front door on your house. He needs to be there. He's the guardian. That's where he stays. That's where he lives, and that's where he wants to be. So please make sure that you follow the protocol. Commit to it. He'll work for you wonderfully.
I'm convinced, folks, that's pretty much the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
No, this is the stupidest thing you've ever heard.
Yo, bendición, what up, everybody? This is Elkin Quisero back with another video. Ya tu sabe. Today we're covering White Raven and Witch's Lair. If you haven't seen my other episodes in the Sancocho series, I only have, this is like episode number 5. Definitely check it out in my playlist options. It has a picture of the YouTuber and you can just click on it. Okay, so let's jump right inside of it. I'm gonna put all the information of her while I'm talking, okay? So I want y'all to notice that the first point I want to make is that notice that in the beginning, I'm reading from my notes over here. I got my Star Wars book over here. Notice that in the beginning she says, quote, "There's actually a lot of ceremonies behind using el legua." I find it was interesting because there's not a lot of ceremonies behind using el legua. Now, I may be splitting hairs or arguing semantics as far as her phrasing, but I would say there's actually a lot of ceremonies behind receiving el legua. Using el legua, you know, you spray the same basic stuff everybody and their mother knows. The rum, the palm oil, the coconuts, and, you know, you put fruits and all that basic stuff, the cigar. That's, you know, that's using el legua. But it's a misnomer. There's actually a lot of ceremonies behind receiving el legua. So the first point I'm going to make is, you know, in receiving el legua, I'm just going to do a real quick basic rundown about receiving el legua. So for her perspective, you can make your own el legua, and I didn't show it, but she actually like has like a hole underneath her el legua. Like she made an indentation underneath the el legua. If you go to Botanica and you see the cement ones, a lot of times the hole will be either underneath or on top, so it'll be like a head. I don't have one, a packed one like that. And then in the head, it'll be an indentation, and that's where the carga, where the secrets go. They call them the carga, the secrets. It's a packed el legua. So the representation she has is a packed el legua. Not every el legua looks like this. Some el leguas are certain stones from certain areas in the world, some from the ocean. Some have like shells, live in a shell, live in a conch, or, you know, there's different paths of el legua, but I'll get to that. So yeah, the first point. So the process of receiving an el legua is the same process as receiving any orisha. And I'm using the word receive very strictly, receive. So what does it mean to receive an el legua? Okay, well, not even getting into details. There's plants involved. Why? Because the birthing of any orisha involves osain. Okay, there's animals involved. Why? Because the birthing of any orisha involves feeding that orisha. If the orisha is born of osain, of plants, of ewe, then they're fed animal. As well as it takes multiple people to birth an orisha. There's a washing process. So a person can't just all on their own from start to finish build, birth, and feed an Elegua or Echu or any Risha, by that matter, by themselves. Why? This is a communal religion. I do gotta say that I respect the fact that she does say in the beginning that that she does not practice Santeria and she is not initiated. She says, I'm not Santera. I can respect that. So there are paths. So this woman is showing how to make an Elegua, but she doesn't know her path of Elegua. And every Elegua has a path. There are many, many paths. So many that I would say most people don't know them all. I certainly don't. Well, there's the most famous one that we only tutona tutuache tutuile tutu tutu laroye tutuariku baba tutu laroye alaroye echu alaroye, the talkative one, the one that lives with Ochun and is a very trickster and he's young and he's procreated at the river, yada yada yada. Echu laroye, echu bi, echu agrielu, echu afra, echu aye, echu belenke, echu. There are so many echus. Passive Elegua, echu Elegbara, echu for Babalao, and Elegua for Santero. Either way, there's tons of paths, okay? Now, according to that path, you will find out, and according to the reading, what goes inside of that particular Elegua that happens to be consecrated with the secrets, with the carga that goes inside. Is this one going to be born in a shell? In a conch shell? Is this one going to be born just an ota? Is this Elegua that this person to receive, and when I say ota means stone. Is this person's Elegua, not packed at all with carga, it's just a stone. Is this person's Elegua or their echu? I don't want to speak on Ifa because I don't know if they do otanes when it comes to echu, so I'm just gonna stick to ocha. Is this person's Elegua? Does it come? What other secrets go inside that is dictated within the reading itself? This lady, she has the hole underneath the legua, or some do the top of the head, whatever. As well as the feather that she was showing. It's not just a red feather. You know, it's a specific kind of feather if the elegua or the echu calls for that feather to be there. A lot of times you'll see an echu that comes from Ifa. I'll show you, as a matter of fact. I'll show you. Aye. As you can see, my echu B. As you can see, so this is my echu B. As you notice, look over here. You see that? That's an indicator that, okay, this came through Ifa. Little things like that, okay? And then this HUB that I have received, I don't know what's inside. It was made by an Oluo. Why do I have to go to someone who is already initiated, Kariocha, full initiation, priest or priestess of Obatalao, Chun, Jango, whatever. Or initiated through Ifa, Oluo, Babalao. Because with initiation comes licencia. Licencia literally means license. And with initiation comes the authority, the license, the authority to create these to put into the physical manifestation, because we talk about Orisha, we are talking about energy, and a lot of people, which is, we're just talking about energy. Okay, I totally get it. But the licencia, the authority to take that energy and make it into a physical representation, into an elegua, into an ochun, taking an ota and saying, okay, this ota or this little concrete being, you know, what I just showed you, goes from being just an art piece, which is what this lady has. She's all 100% in her right to make those and call it elegua, but they are not the elegua. They are not an elegua. It is an elegua art piece. It's an expression of creativity, which I'm totally for. I'm not about censoring anybody when it comes to their creativity. She has the right to do that. But the authority to say, the authority to receive, the authority to, not to receive, but to give a legitimate elegua, a legitimate orisha of any kind, comes through initiation. And that is what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people are against because they think, oh, just Santeria, it's all about money. And really it's just as long as you believe and you have the power within.
The power within. Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna make my own Elegua. I'm gonna get the statue of Obatala and put him on a white table and give him some white donuts, like a different YouTuber that I'm gonna cover has done, and just say, okay, I got Obatala walking with me, and because of my faith and my belief, I don't need initiation. To have any Orisha receipt, it's got to come from an initiate of Cariocha. And of course, with the knowledge. So using me as an example, okay, so I'm crowned Baba Ogian Obatala. You don't see me toting around saying I got a bunch of God kids and shit. I just came out of my Yaworahe. I don't know nothing. So I don't got no business having any God kids until I learn myself, until I witness myself. This is what goes inside of this kind of Elegua. These are the basics, and this is what goes inside. This is the lagoon and all the intricacies of birthing an Orisha. So not just initiation, because anybody can get initiated, but the knowledge, the know-how, and of course the heart. And then with initiation comes the ache, to not just the licencia, not just the authority, but also the, for lack of a better term, the power to birth that Orisha, that Elegua, that Echu, whatever. When they're washing the Orisha in certain herbs, I was gonna say like certain herbs and spices, like it's KFC. There's a certain, aside from the authority, but there's a power that a person is endowed with, an ache that a person is endowed with, that when they are washing the Orisha, be it in Echu Elegbara, be it in Echu, be it in Ochun or Batala, that person's hands have been endowed through ceremony, via ceremony, to birth Orisha. That's why just any Joe Schmo that just says I'm a witch and I've been reading tarot cards of Orisha and my mom and dad are crowned or have Cariocha done, or I come from a long lineage of brujos that come from Yoruba land or New Orleans, and it's just in my lineage, we got plantation voodoo and whatnot, I have the authority to birth Orisha because it's just in my blood. But it's annoying for people because they think, oh, Santeria is just about the money. Look, I get it. Ocha and Palo and Haitian Voodoo, 21 Divisions, Sanse. I know these faiths does have a whole lot of charlatans and scumbag human beings that have ceremonies done, and no matter what beautiful enlightened things walk with them, they're just a straight up shitty human being who would probably be better off in jail. Totally get it. But the fact is, it doesn't change the protocols. And these people like this, she got a long ass name, WhiteRaven and Witch's Lair, as like again, same thing with like all of the other people that I've covered in the Sancocho series. She seems like a sweet person.
Mi nombre mágico es WhiteRaven y yo soy puertorriqueña, 100% nacida y criada en la isla.
Yo, man. You would think this would be coming from a Mexican, from a Colombian, from a South American, but no, from a Puerto Rican. You know, the Cubans and the Puerto Ricans are like this when it comes to Ocha. So I'm like, yo, what the hell is she perpetuating? You know, if there's anybody else that you want me to cover. And let me know if you enjoyed this video. Agree, disagree, impartial. Leave a like, leave a dislike, whatever. I appreciate all the support and y'all watching this. And stay tuned for the next Sancocho series episode. Peace, bendición, santo.
Ochun likes her honey to be tasted first, so make sure that you taste it.
Damn! This is very serious matters. Santeria is not something to play with, guys.
You're outrageous. I can't believe you're getting away with this.
I've been getting away with this since I was 7. Believe me, I know what I'm doing. Good morning, girls. Helen.